Someplace in the city of New York, the serene roads are upset by a suspicious dark vehicle and a courteous fellow who looks dubious. Incidentally, a gathering of criminals are looting a gem store, while beating up a security officer. They get all that they would be able and rush out into the vehicle, attempting to move away. What they don't know is that a superpowered element is traveling their direction. As their Celebrate is stopped, the vehicle is lifted up high, as Hero takes the vehicle across the sky and dumps it directly in front of the police station. The lady takes off up high, while everybody is cheering at their legend who's known as G-Girl. The hero's great deeds are immediately gotten out in the word, grabbing the eye of Matt. Furthermore, his closest companion Vaughn, who is inconvenienced not being a brown nose. Their discussion is intruded on as Vaughn sees a wonderful woman that looks like a moderate bookkeeper that is extremely liberal in the room. The man maintains that Matt should go play with the lady, persuading him to humiliate himself for everybody's happiness. Matt attempts to begin a discussion, yet just gets the spirit-sucking glare and a major fat no. Fortunately, before the humiliation proceeds, a thief takes the lady's handbag and runs towards the entryway, while Matt pursues him. The thief surges past individuals in the station and makes it onto the roads. However, Matt isn't surrendering, as the motivator of getting laid is a higher priority than his pride. The thief runs into a vehicle which drives him to escape, as Matt at last gets the bag for his date, while taunting the criminal. Be that as it may, the thief returns after the offending words, making Matt taking off. The man finds a trash canister and bounces inside. However, the criminal starts pounding the compartment and Matt leaps out from stowing away while getting ready to battle, yet sees no other person except for the lady, who's exceptionally confounded by the man's decision of weapon. Matt holds up the handbag, lastly gets the lady's name, who ends up being Jenny, and she chooses to eat with him sometime thereafter. It's uncovered that the lady is the superhuman G-Girl. As she leaves the criminal hanging on the roof, Matt returns to work at a structural firm, where a wonderful lady named Hannah really likes him. The man additionally needs the young lady seriously, while gazing at her female resources. However, their man-despising supervisor strolls in at the most horrendously horrible time, and uncovered Matt as confidential debase. Soon thereafter, Matt goes on his date with Jenny, and their discussion veers into discussing third base, despite the fact that the lady guarantees him that his she's is moderate. Their abnormal discourse are intruded on when Jenny starts hearing police alarms around the region. The lady pardons herself to the restroom, leaving Matt befuddled and humiliated. Matt calls his companion for help to fixing what is happening. However, Vaughn is diverted by the consuming structures in the city. Abruptly, G-Girl flies in from the sky and turning in blinding velocity, conjuring a giant cyclone that sucks all the fire away from the structure. Albeit the lady's presently shrouded in dark residue, she takes off and gets back to her date. While everybody is cheering her, Jenny runs back to the cafe and gets back to Matt after her extended non-appearance. However, the man sees a smirch blemish all over. To redirect the man from any doubt, Jenny chooses to show him exactly how liberal she can be. Soon thereafter, they start French kissing as the lady climbs Matt. They move to the room and Jenny show him her number one kind of activity, as an robotic bird is spying outside the couple's window, while turning its frightening automated eyes. It just so happens, the robot is communicating their development towards a puzzling unwelcome voyeur. The two plan to get into their room, as the lady rips off the man's clothing in a real sense and discards his jeans. Things become even perilous as Jenny requests to be on top, and shaking her room like a quake and crushing the bed into the wall. Matt attempts to persevere through this very forceful nestling. However, it becomes alarming as the lady crushes the bed into pieces. The following morning, Matt strolls to functions as he really wants a body substitution. Yet all at once the grin from his face shows that the injury is alright. Notwithstanding, his festival is finished when a lot of obscure hoodlums drive him into a vehicle, where he meets the unwelcome voyeur. It just so happens, the man's name is Barry, and he needs to have a deep understanding of Matt's new sweetheart. Matt won't give out any data about Jenny, causing the crooks to secure him potential gain on the sculpture of freedom and coercion. G-Girl. The ropes on Matt's foot loosens and drops him towards the ground. Yet at the same time the hero figures out how to get him, as she conveys him across the sky. The crooks take the risk to break into Jenny loft. Furthermore, Barry goes to the lady's restroom to gather her hair to proceed with his plans. In the wake of being saved by G-Girl, Matt inquires Jenny about why a supervillain is requesting her data, and the lady understands that she can't conceal her mysterious personality any longer. She puts Matt on a seat and removing her dress before him, eliminating her headpiece also, causing the man to understand that she's the person who saved him. Jenny lets him know that Barry used to be her companion in secondary school, and they fell head over heels as time passed by. One evening, the two saw a giant space rock fly by across the sky and went to inspect the influence, just to see a monstrous sparkling stone on the ground that is encircled by flares. Rather than calling the police, Jenny chose to contact the article utilizing her own hand, causing the stone detonated into pieces. Shockingly, the two are not harmed by blast, and the young lady's body evolving emphatically, particularly where it's the most significant. Jenny becomes famous with every one of the children, yet in addition disregarding her sweetheart. The young lady began dating the most attractive kid in school, while Barry felt a profound bitterness as he cried inside the downpour. Understanding that his better half is a superhuman, Matt think of a few devious dreams, as Jenny hurries to change into her G-Girls ensemble. The lady goes towards the man as she get ready to show him a few abilities, and snatches onto Matt as they fly high up. Jenny floats above tallest structures. They start dropping towards the ground in blinding pace, as they fly across the structures also, head onto the roads, almost giving individuals cardiovascular failures while hurrying across the sky. Simultaneously, Barry is investigating the hair that he acquired from G-Girl, as it seems, by all accounts, to be almost indestructible, breaking the saw blade and practically killing his thug. The man then takes out a stone that seems to suck out all the energy away from the hair, invalidating the superpowers as he effectively cuts the material into pieces. Now and then later, Matt is managing a building site close by Hannah, and he sees a splinter in his finger. The lady offers to utilize her oral capacities and sucks it out from the man's body. Shockingly, the entire situation was seen by Jenny, as she followed Matt like the appended sweetheart, and imprints her domain by utilizing her spit. The man attempts to fix the off-kilter circumstance by offering a twofold date with Hannah's beau, which they all concur. Notwithstanding the evening of the social affair, the young lady's sweetheart never appeared, causing Jenny takes a gander at her opposition utilizing her toxic glares. Everything takes a horrible turn when the news broadcasting about a rebel rocket that is going towards the city, driving Jenny away from the eatery as she charges out of frustration. Right when individuals are becoming sad, G-Girl appears in the news and avoids the rocket away from the town, making everybody cheer in triumph similar to All Saved. Matt embraces Hannah at the time of festivity, however this is seen by Jenny from outside the cafe, making her be filled by disdain. Jenny takes a stab at uncovering the man's affections for his collaborator, however Matt denies everything, which rankles the lady much more as she crushes the vehicle window. The young lady admits her staggering adoration towards the man, however Matt can't resist the urge to feel scared by the lady as he currently figures out that he's in hot water. Soon thereafter, in the wake of drinking some liquor like he's going to be executed, Matt summons up the boldness to sever his relationship with Jenny. The man understands that he could have confounded the discussion as he gazes at the lady's kitchen blade, yet before long comprehends that the weapon ought to be the least of his stresses. Jenny flips the table towards Matt out of resentment and blows the man while utilizing her superpowers. In any case, this time it was not in a great manner. She releases her fury by transforming the man's goldfish into sashimi, yet Matt is capable to save his pet from the bubbling water and tosses it into the sink. Jenny guarantees that she'll seek her retribution, prior to launching high up and leaving an opening on the rooftop, while Matt inquires what he ought to do straight away. The following day, Matt goes to work and enlightens Hannah everything regarding the separation. However, before he can admit his affections for the lady, the insane sweetheart shows up outside the window. The man pushes Hannah down to save her life, while G-Girl surges from the structure. Be that as it may, his combative supervisor sees this and starts giving Matt considerably more difficulty. Fortunately, he's protected by a call from the security, who tells him that his vehicle has been taken in the most ludicrous manner, which left a monster opening in the carport. The man returns home soon thereafter to get ready for his show. However, out of nowhere, all the lights switch off, and Jenny collides with the structure through the very rooftop that Matt recently fixed. The lady strolls towards the telescope and shows Matt her most recent showstopper, and the man understands that his vehicle is presently drifting in space, with new embellishments on the sides. Matt ends up being irate at his ex and tells her that she's insane, causing Jenny to grill the man's face, prior to flying out in rage, while attempting to recover his equilibrium. The man investigates the mirror in shock, as he sees his little Johnson cut into his brow. The man must choose the option to go to the show wearing a cap the following day. As Matt gains the discourse, a shadow streaks by the window, and his face turns white as he begins having an inauspicious inclination about his not-so-distant future. G-Girl races into the structure and goes into the room while causing a twister inside the region. As the papers fly high up, when everything is settles, individuals gaze at the man in shock as he stands exposed before the entirety of his clients, which makes him get terminated by his chief. Matt is driven away from the structure, yet Hannah feels very heartbroken for the man as she welcomes him to go to her place. Incidentally, the young lady likewise said a final farewell to her beau, as she got him. In bed with various ladies, Matt attempts to comfort his companion and uncovers that he's constantly cared deeply about her, causing Hannah kisses the man energetically as they fall onto the ground. The man can practice in the room without breaking his hips, yet the tomfoolery closes when they hear a lady yelling from an external perspective. Matt goes to open the blinds, just to see his ex, who tosses a monster shark towards him. As it gets through the window and grounds inside the room, the man frantically gets away while the creature almost gnaws off his pant. Yet, Matt can dodge the shark's assault and makes it crash out onto the roads. Understanding that this is becoming significant, the man advises Hannah to leave town. While he surges out from the room, leaving the lady in absolute disarray, Matt chooses to go to Barry's home so he can ask the super miscreant for help. In any case, shockingly finds a hallowed place inside the room that is devoted to Jenny. In any case, he's pulled away by the cohort as Barry surges in to close the entryway. Matt asks the man to assist him with halting his insane ex, and Barry shows him the enormous space rock which is fit for killing the lady's powers. The main thing that they need presently is a who Jenny won't ever feel undermined by. To draw her, the following day, Matt goes to the lady while conveying blossoms, and apologizes to Jenny, guaranteeing that he actually cares deeply about her. Subsequent to analyzing the man genuinely, the lady excuses him immediately, and consents to have another date. Jenny goes to the man's loft soon thereafter, and is amazed to see every one of the arrangements that he did, particularly the enormous present that is perched on the table. The two starts to eat, while Barry watches all that in parking area. However, there is hindered by Hannah has shown up too. Searching for Matt's whereabouts, the young lady strolls into the overhang, just to see that her beau is making out with the foe. Matt attempts to clarify what is happening for Hannah, yet just figures out how to agitate all gatherings. Things become far more detestable as Vaughn chose to appear from no place, while the two ladies become brutal towards one another, making Hannah rip off Jenny's hairpiece and uncovering her actual character. Matt attempts to stop the battle while yelling for his companion to open the container, and Vaughn takes out the present. The stone starts engrossing all the energy away from G-Girl, as Matt apologizes bountifully, making the lady fall onto the ground. Barry hurries into the structure also, and the man starts taunting Jenny for losing her powers, permitting Matt to stop them with his companion. Jenny takes the risk and attempts to get back her powers, yet Hannah surges in to stop her, causing a colossal blast that discards the ladies from the structure. As they attempt to save Hannah starting from the earliest stage, young lady recover her capacities and suspends very high, while striking Matt utilizing unimaginable power that sends him crashing onto the ground. At the point when Jenny is going to complete the man, Hannah starts to fly out from the structure subsequent to engrossing the powers too, and the two conflict into one another while battling overhead. Hannah pushes her rival onto a vehicle. However, Jenny can counter as she throws the young lady away and sends her colliding with the announcement. In any case, Hannah recuperates as she flies towards the ground and takes hold of a road sign, thumping the lady into the vehicles. This enrages Jenny considerably more as she takes hold of a vehicle and tosses it across the road, scarcely missing the gathering as it crushes into the store. The two ladies turn into strong twisters as they crash towards one another also, transforming into the most risky battle. They land into a style show, while everybody watches them in shock. Yet the battle is come by Matt, who lets them know that they are alarming individuals. The man apologizes to Jenny for cutting off their friendship, however lets the lady know that she merits somebody obviously superior to himself, and the individual has forever been before her this entire time. Matt makes sense of that Barry has consistently adored her in spite of what he did, and this is demonstrated by the hallowed place that he has in his home. Jenny is stunned to hear this while requesting to know reality, and Barry at long last tells the lady that he simply needed to remove her powers so she can cherish him once more. Understanding that the man has consistently cherished her, the two hug enthusiastically while everybody cheers in festival, and Matt takes the risk to leave close by his sweetheart. The two burn through no chance to give a shot to have intercourse utilizing super abilities, as the young lady thumps the bed towards the wall, breaking into the other condo. The following day, Matt goes to work close by Hannah, and is shocked to see Jenny, who at long last chosen to return the man's vehicle from space. In any case, the ladies start hearing difficulty in the area and changes into their hero ensembles, taking off very high while leaving their bows with their handbags. The end. If you like this story, please subscribe to the channel and like it to motivate me to bring you more stories like this.